What is up, guys? It's Vincent from Atomic Gaming, and I'm here with...
My name is Christopher 2X Moore. I run Typo House Games, if you guys are familiar with our Smash or Pokemon content.
And what'd you do today?
We played in a winner box here at Atomic Gaming, and I won playing my deck. So I guess we're here to do a deck profile.
All right, let's get into it.
So, this is the post-Arceus Age. Oh, you can keep it pointed down.
Yeah.
So this is the post-Arceus Age. So if you're not playing Arceus, you're having a bad day, or you're playing something completely different.
My bad.
Yep, it's been a while since I've done it from this side.
Hey, it's the roast.
Yep. So we're doing the 3-3 line of Arceus. Originally I only had a 2-2 line, but that was because I was a budget player. But 3-3 has made the deck run so much better. So we're just going to scoop those to the side. Up next is the 2 Moltres V. Very important because of the Mew matchup. Also, it's an attacker that you don't have to spend a lot of time setting up. With the Dire Flame Wings, you can actually get the Arceus V-Star set up in one turn. You search your double turbo energy and an energy search off of the Moltres, and you can get your 3 energies in one turn. So that happens a lot. After the 2 Moltres V are the 2 Baby Moltres. They're single prize attackers, and they get stronger the longer the game goes on, the more prize cards your opponent takes. It functions very similarly to the Moltres V, because sometimes in a real bad position, I can just put him on the bench and his ability attaches energies to him. So there have been times where I've used that to energy switch onto my Arceus, but normally you want to discard them early on and get them back with Clara. The next 2 cards are Zapdos V. With everyone playing Arceus, and a lot of Vs, because Arceus can only attach to Vs, he ends up being able to attack for 1 fighting energy quite often, and then he swings for weakness on Arceus, and that has won me so many games. Also, Gengar and some of the other dark decks are running around, so he's really nice to be able to snipe kills on weakness. Alright. Up next is Zigzagoon, and there's just one Zigzagoon. And the reason for the one Zigzagoon is Arceus V has 220 HP. An Arceus V-Star swings for 200, but if you have the double turbo energy on it, he only does 180. And then most people attach the belt to him, so he gets up to 210. But 210 is not enough to kill Arceus V-Star. But 210 plus a 10 ping is enough to kill an Arceus V-Star. And that's why the Zigzagoon lives. Crobat, draw more cards, very self-explanatory. Lumineon, search for a supporter. Normally you're searching for boss or research. I didn't play it as much as I probably could have today because I was being a little bit more conservative, but it wins games. Hoopa V. He is the only reason that I won the semifinals match against Rapid Strike. The fact that he counts as both a Psychic and a Dark, he puts in work against the Mew matchup. And then he also puts in work against any of the fighting type matchups. And he is a dark type, so I didn't even have to add anything new or different in there for him. Again, he was really only relevant in the one match, but in the one match he was relevant in, he was a godsend. Okay. Up next, we're going to do the supporters. 3 researches, 2 Marnies are your draw supporters. You could probably up the count if you really want to, but because of the like single prizer stuff, I had to change things up a little bit. 3 Boss's Orders. It's Boss's Orders. There's not a lot of explaining there that needs to happen. Raihan. You only play the 1 copy of Raihan because most games he is not relevant. But the one game that you get him off, you love him so much. He ramps and he searches for anything you need. And there have been games where I played Raihan, ramped, searched for what I needed, and then still had my Arceus V-Star ability on deck for next turn. So Raihan, just the one of, is probably going to stay in there for a while. So Clara is in here specifically for the Baby Moltres. If you guys haven't seen this card, you put Moltres and any other Pokemon, generally you try and get both Baby Moltres in it and then 2 energies. And then that makes sure that the Baby Moltres is ready to swing whenever you put it down. Normally, you end up having to discard 1 early on, but you only really need to resolve 1 to be relevant, and that's why there's a 2 of in there. Quick Ball, very self-explanatory. It's Quick Ball. Ultra Ball, same kind of idea. It's Ultra Ball. It searches for both basics and evolutions, and then it gets your hand down lower for the Crobat, so Ultra Ball is really good. Choice Belt. So Arceus is good, but he doesn't deal enough damage, so having that extra 30 damage is really nice. Also, on some of the other Pokemon, if you're not swinging for weakness, it's really nice to be able to just make math easy. Energy Switch, I play 2 of. I go back and forth on playing 3. I feel like 3 is way too many though. But Energy Switch is here because it lets you get your Arceus V-Star set up in 1 turn if you missed your attach on first turn. And that's very, very important. Also, late game, I've run into a problem where I attacked with Arceus V-Star too often, and my energies are spread out too much on the board, and being able to move them around is very important. We play the 1 switch and the 1 escape rope. The reason it's 1 switch, 1 escape rope is because escape rope is kind of a JV boss's orders. Like, it works. You don't get the pick, but it gets, you know, something smaller and squishy out there, and it puts your opponent in a position where they have to make really hard choices sometimes. Tool Scraper gets rid of Tool Jammer, which won me a game. Gets rid of stuff like the Cape or the Big Charm or other opposing, you know, champions belts. Tool Scraper is just too good not to play at least the 1 of in this format. Energy Search, I only play 9 basic energies, so being able to search for it is really nice. And then I play 2 different types of energies, so being able to grab the energy I need is really nice. Air Balloon, it's just nice to have a pivot sometimes. And I only play 1 switch and 1 escape rope, so having to constantly being able to constantly switch out is really nice. There's 3 training courts. Originally I was playing 2, but with the Clara and Baby Zapdos, training court is super important. Also, we play in a Path to the Peak format, and this deck hard loses to Path to the Peak. So 4 stadiums is necessary. Instead of playing the 4th training court though, I play 1 copy of Collapse Stadium. In the Mew matchup, it's really good. Any matchup where they have to play a lot of support Pokemon like Single Strike, or even a Mad Party where they have to fill their bench with like B-Barrels and stuff like that, Collapse Stadium is phenomenal. Right. Then we're getting into the energies. I only play 3 double turbo energies. A lot of lists you see playing 4, but I feel like I rarely ever attach more than 1, and then I get to search with it with the V-Star. So I didn't really see the point in playing 4. And then we play 2 basic fighting energies. Those are in there specifically for the Zapdos, but everything else has like 2 dark and then 1 colorless, so it can be any energy you need it to be. And then of course 7 dark energies. I'm playing a dark deck, so you need dark energies. There's not an explanation for that. But that's it for what I've been calling my Arceus Dark Box. And I think it's phenomenal.
Is there anything you would change to the deck or add to it?
So, from a player perspective, I think I played 6 rounds, 4 rounds of Swiss and then 2 in Top Cut. The Baby Zapdos wasn't as relevant as I thought it was going to be because I didn't run into as many Mew players as I thought I was going to. And even when I did run into the Mew players, the Hoopa and the Big Moltres was doing enough work to not have to put me in a position where I needed the Baby Zapdos or Baby Moltres. So I could probably get away with cutting a Moltres and a Clara, but having the option to just go back and grab energies and having that single prizer is just phenomenal. Like if I had run into something like a Rapid Strike Malamar or another single prizer deck, having those I keep calling them Zapdos. Having the Baby Moltres in there and being able to trade single prizers matters a lot. So it just makes your prize trade a lot more even.
Well, congratulations again. And you got any final words?
Like, comment, subscribe to here, which is your channel is Atomic Gaming.
Yeah, Atomic Gaming, GA.
And don't forget to subscribe to me, Typo House Games. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all of those. I'm very inconsistent about putting content out though.
It's okay. Sometimes it'll be like that to balance it with life. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and you guys have deuces.